हेलो स्टूडेंट्स, वेलकम टू एसएस क्लासेस। एसएस क्लास में आप सभी का स्वागत है। हम लोग डिस्कस कर रहे थे क्लास 10 जनरल मैथ्स का एक्सरसाइज 7.1, जहाँ पे हम लोग कोऑर्डिनेट ज्योमेट्री के बारे में डिस्कस कर रहे थे कि कोई भी दो पॉइंट्स अगर एक प्लेन में दिया हुआ है तो वो दो पॉइंट का बीच का डिस्टेंस जो है डिस्टेंस फॉर्मूला की तरह हेल्प से हम लोग किस तरह से निकल सकते हैं। ओके, सो we have already discussed about question number 1 and 2. Today I will be discussing question number 7, 8 and 9. So in this video we will discuss three questions of exercise 7.1. The questions are question 7, 8 and question number 9. Here the base is the distance formula. As you know, the distance formula is if two points A x1 y1 and B x2 y2 are given, then the distance between these 2 points A and B will be given by the distance formula, which is equal to x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. And since it is in square, that means if I write x1 minus x2, the answer will be same. So the same can be written as x1 minus x2 plus y1 minus y2 whole square. That means the order of x1 and x2 and y1 and y2 is not does not matter here, because we have square, right? So since it is square of a number, it will be equal to x2 minus x1 as well as x1 minus x2. Here similarly y2 minus y1 and y1 minus y2 you can use interchangeably. Okay, so this is the distance formula. With the help of this formula we will be solving all these questions. जो भी क्वेश्चन दिया गया है, ये हम लोग को ये जो डिस्टेंस फॉर्मूला है कि कोई भी दो पॉइंट्स का, कोई भी एक कोऑर्डिनेट प्लेन का अगर दो पॉइंट का बीच का डिस्टेंस निकालना है तो ये डिस्टेंस फॉर्मूला की हेल्प से हम लोग निकाल सकते हैं, जो कि उसका एक्स कोऑर्डिनेट का डिफरेंस का स्क्वायर और वाई कोऑर्डिनेट का डिफरेंस का स्क्वायर को हम लोग को प्लस करके यानी समेशन निकाल के हम इसको फिर से स्क्वायर रूट लेना है। ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे भी हम लोग को जो भी बोला गया है इसको हम लोग अगर देखते हैं तो क्या होगा। तो क्वेश्चन नंबर 7 में दिया है फाइंड अ पॉइंट ऑन द एक्स एक्सिस। एक्स एक्सिस का ऊपर में एक पॉइंट है, यानी कि वी हैव टू फाइंड अ पॉइंट व्हिच इज ऑन द एक्स एक्सिस व्हिच इज इक्विडिस्टेंस फ्रॉम 2 minus 5, that is the point which is lying on the x axis will be equidistant from the point 2 and minus 5 and minus 2 and 9. That means that point will be equidistant from these 2 points. That means the distance of that point which is on the x axis to this point and the distance of this point that is on the x axis and the point minus to 9 are equal. The two distances will be equal. I have to find, or we have to find that point, and it is given that the point is on the x axis. Just after reading this part of the question, you must understand that the point is on the x axis means the y coordinate of that point will be equal to 0, because any point on the x axis will have y coordinate as 0, and if the point is lying on the y axis, then the x coordinate will be equal to 0. That is known to you because we have already discussed this thing in class 9. So since the point is on the x axis, the point will have y coordinate as 0, and you can take any value for the x coordinate, and that will be equal to the distance of that point from this point and this point are equal. Okay, the two distance will be equal. So here solution will be, since we don't know the point, you have to find it out. So let us take let the point on the x axis be a x comma 0. I am taking the x coordinate of this point be x, and since it is on the x axis, you have to know that the y coordinate will be equal to 0. That should be known to you, otherwise it will be problematic one. Okay, you have to know that since it is on the x axis, the y coordinate will be equal to 0. Okay, if the point is on the x axis, then it will have some x coordinate, okay, which is not equal to 0, but since it is on the x axis, the y coordinate will be 0. Similarly, if any point is on the y axis, whether it is on the positive side or in the negative side, the x coordinate will be equal to 0. Here x coordinate will be equal to 0. You may have y coordinate, but since it is on the y axis, the x coordinate will be 0. That should be clear to you. Okay, ये हम लोग को जानकारी होना जरूरी है. And let the point on the x-axis be a x0 and the other two points are say p 2 comma minus 5 and q minus 2 comma 9. Okay, it is already known to you. That means I am representing this point by p and this point by q, and the other point which is on the x-axis, that is to be find out, is x and 0. Okay, by question. By question, the distance, the point A is equidistant from P and Q. That means the distance AB and the distance AQ are same. AP is equal to AQ. Why? Since the point A x comma 0 is equidistant. Equidistant from P and Q. Since the point x0 is equidistant from the point P and Q, that is why AP will be equal to AQ. Now, what is AP? AP is the distance of the point A and P, and that will be we can find it out through the with the help of distance formula. Now, A, what is the point A? X0 and P is 2 and minus 5. So, just 2 minus x. 2 minus x. You can write x minus 2 or 2 minus x, no problem. Okay, the difference of the x coordinate and the difference of the y coordinate minus. Since I am taking P as the second point, so plus here 2 minus x, then here minus 5 minus 0. Minus 5 minus 0 whole square. This is the distance of AP, and it will be equal to the distance of AQ, which will be equal to minus 2x. Minus 2 minus x whole square will be there, plus 9 minus 0, plus 9 minus 0 whole square. Since we have square sign in the both side, so I can just simply remove it. It will be equal to 2 minus x whole square plus minus 5 minus 0 means 5 square, it will be equal to 25. Here I will have minus 2 minus x whole square plus 9 square, that is equal to 81. Okay. Now it will be a minus b whole square, so 2 square, that means I can write it as 4. 4 minus 4x plus x square plus 25 equal 4. Then it will be, though it is minus here, but see, because of this minus it will be plus again, 4x, okay, plus x square plus 81. So in both hand side we have x square, so it will cancel each other, and here I have minus 4x plus 29 equal to 4x plus 85. So I will have 4x plus 4x is equal to 29 plus 85, or I can have 8x is equal to 85 plus 29, 30, then 80 plus 30, okay, 5 plus 9, 14, plus 2, 10, 10 plus 1, 11. So x will be equal to 114 by 8, means equal to 1. It will be equal to 34, so 4, 32.25, 14.25, right? 14.25, you can cancel it out. 5 2, sorry, 4 7, so 4.2, 14.25, right? You can write it down, 14.25. Therefore, the point on the x-axis, the point on the x-axis which is equidistance from the points, 2 comma minus 5 and minus 2 comma 9 is, what was the point? X 0. So what is the value of x? 14.25. 14.25, or you may write 57/4, okay, comma 0. Instead of 14.25, you can write 57/4 also, no problem. So this will be the value, means this is the point. If you find the distance of these 2 points, it will be equal. Okay. So this is the solution of question number 7. Is it visible to you? Yes. So this is the solution of question number 7. What was given in the question? The point is on the x-axis. Just from this part of the question, we understood that since it is on the x-axis, the y-coordinate of that point will be equal to 0. Similarly, if you have any question which is like the point is on the y-axis, then you have to think that the x-coordinate will be equal to 0. That what I have taught you here. Okay. So this is already we have discussed for question number 7. Now let us go to the question number 8. What is there in the question number 8? Find the value of y. You have to find the value of y for which the distance between the points P and the Q is 10 units. That means if the distance between these 2 points P and Q is 10 units, then what will be the value of y? That means y is not given to us. Okay, the y coordinate of the point Q is not known to us. We have to find it out, right? So the question is similar to this question only. Here one coordinate is missing. I have to find the value of that coordinate, right? So let us discuss the question number 8. Let the here what is given? The distance between this point is given, right? Here the distance between P, what is the point P? 2 comma minus 3, and Q, that is 10 comma y, is equal to is 10 units, right? That is PQ is equal to what? 10. Now by distance formula, what will be the value here? That since the 2 points are given to us, that means by distance formula we will have 10 minus 2, 10 minus 2, that is x2 minus x1 whole square, plus y2, that is y minus minus 3, is equal to what? 10. So here I will have 10 minus 2 means 8, 8 square means 64, plus here it will be y plus 3 whole square equal to 10. So I will have 64 plus y square plus 6y plus 9 equal to 10, or y square plus 6y plus 64 and 9, right? So it will be 73 equal to 10. Now, since we have square root here, so if I square in both sides, then what will happen? This square root symbol will be removed, and here I will have 10 square. So here I can write, here you have to mention by distance formula. Okay. By distance formula we have this, and after that we have y square plus 6y plus 73 is equal to 100, squaring on both sides. By squaring both sides. So if we square it on both sides, then in the left hand side we will have this part without the square root sign, and then in the right hand side we have 10 square is equal to 100. That means y square plus 6y minus, it will be what? 80 27 equal to 0. So here if I break 27, then I will have 9 and 9. So I have to find square root, right? The value of y. Since it is a quadratic equation, you know how to solve a quadratic equation, right? So 9 minus 3y square plus 9y minus 3y minus 27 equal to 0. I am just splitting the middle term. Okay, there are also three different ways to find the square root of a quadratic equation, but here I am using the uh, splitting the middle term, right? Y square minus 9y minus 3y, 9 plus 9y minus 3y will give you 6y and minus 27. From these two terms I will have y as common, then here will be y plus, you have 9 here, minus if you take 3 as common, then here you will have y plus 9 equal to 0. So I will have y plus 9 as common, then here I will have y minus 3 equal to 0. Since product of these two term, product of these two term is equal to 0, so any one of these two term will be equal to 0. Any one of these will be equal to 0. Y plus 9 equal to 0, or y minus 3 is equal to 0. That means y equal to 3, and here I will have y equal to minus 9. Now since we are uh, considering about coordinates, so the value of y can be minus 9 or it can be 3. I can take any of the two values, 3 and minus 9. See, you remember this point, y is not the distance. If it is the distance, then you can put here the positive one. But since y is the coordinate, so you can take the negative and as well as the positive value. So the value of y will be either minus 9 or 3. Therefore, the value of y uh, are either y is either minus 9 or 3. Okay, you have two values of y are minus 9 comma 3, minus 9 or 3. Okay, you can write it as, these are the values of y. You may have two values for this coordinate y. That means in place of y, if you put here minus 9, then also it will be equal to 10, and in case of y, if you put 3 also, then also you will get uh, the value, the distance between p and q as 10 units. Okay, you can put it here, you can check it. If you put minus 9 here, then what will be the value? 64 plus y is equal to what? Minus 9. So minus 9 plus 3, it will be equal to 6 square. 6 square will be equal to what? 36 is equal to root over 100. Means it will be equal to 10. Similarly, if you put y as 3, then it will be equal to, let us check this, it will be equal to 64 plus 3 plus 3, it will be plus 6 square. That means in, if you put y equal to 3 or equal to minus 9, the distance between the points P and Q will be 10 only. Okay, so you can note it down here that the distance between the points P and Q is 10 units, that is PQ equal to 10. Now by distance formula, we know that the distance formula gives you the distance between two points in the coordinate plane, and it will be given by x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Here in case of x2 we have 10 and in case of x1 we have 2, so 10 minus 2 whole square plus y2 minus y1, instead of y2 we have y only here, so y minus minus 3 whole square, right? So it will, since it is equal to 10, so just I have y square plus 6y plus 73 square root of this equal to 10. So just I squared both sides. By squaring both sides, we got this one. And since it is a quadratic equation, you know how to solve or how to find the values, right? The roots of a quadratic equation here. Since it is a quadratic equation on in the variable y, so I just used the splitting the middle term method to find the root or the value of y in this question, and I got y as minus 9 and 3, and what these values of y are applicable or are the what the values of y, that is minus 9 and 3, will be the answer here. Why? Because y is a point which can be negative or a positive in the coordinate plane. Okay, that is why minus 9 is also the correct answer and 3 is also the correct answer. But if remember, if it is given as the distance, then you have to consider as the positive one only. Since it is just a point, because the coordinate y can be a negative or a positive, so I have to use what the values of y. So this was question number 8, in which we have to find the value of y in the point Q which was missing. सो यहाँ तक हम लोग को क्वेश्चन नंबर 8 तक पता चल गया. देन वी हैव क्वेश्चन नंबर 9. क्वेश्चन नंबर 9 में क्या दिया गया है कि एक पॉइंट है Q जिसका कोऑर्डिनेट से 0 and 1. What is the meaning of this point? Just by looking at this point, you have to understand that this point is on the y-axis. As in question number 7, we have discussed already that if a point is on the x-axis, then the y coordinate will be 0, and if the x coordinate is 0, it means that this point is on the y-axis. So instead of writing this sentence that the point is on the y-axis, here the point is given that Q is equal to 0 and 1. So this is the point which is on the y-axis, and this point is equidistant from the 2 point P and Q, P and R here. Okay, then find the value of x. Where is x? Yes, in R, x is missing, right? The x coordinate is missing here in this point R. I think it is almost same as question number 8, right? Here the two distance was given as 10. Here the point is given, and this point is equidistant from these 2 points. You have to find the value of x. So let us solve it. This is the solution of question number 9. Okay. Given the point, what is the point? Q 0, 1 is equidistance. Is equidistance from P 5, minus 3 and R x, 6, right? That is, what is the meaning of this? This point is equidistant from this, means PQ equal to QR. That is, PQ is equal to QR. The distance of this two line segment will be equal, right? Now by distance formula we can find the PQ, distance PQ. So what is P? 5, and what is Q? 0 and 1, and here 5 and 3. The difference of x coordinate will be 5 minus 0. 5 minus 0 square plus difference of y coordinate. What is the y coordinate? Minus 3. Minus the y coordinate in Q is 1. Minus 3 minus 1 whole square is equal to square root QR. What is Q? 0, 1, and R is xy. So x minus 0. Here x is not known to us. Here 5 was given the x coordinate. So that's why I subtracted 0 from 5. 5 minus 0 whole square. Here I have to write x minus 0. X minus 0 whole square plus 6 minus 1 whole square. Since we have square root in both sides, so I can simply remove it by squaring. Okay, if I square on both sides, then this square root sign will be removed. So I will have 5 square, that will be 25, plus minus 3 minus 1 will be equal to minus 4. Since I have to square it, so minus 4 square is equal to 4 square equal to 16 is equal to x square plus 6 minus 1 is 5. 5 square means 25. Okay. Here you can write by squaring both sides. Okay. If you are confused, then here simply you can write it will be equal to 5 square plus minus 4 square, and here it will be equal to x square plus 5 square. Since you have 5 square in both sides, it will be cancelled. So you have x square is equal to minus 4 x square. That means x square is equal to what? It will be equal to 16. So x is equal to plus minus 4. X is equal to plus minus 4. X is equal to plus minus 4. X square is equal to minus 4 square means what? 16. So x square equal to 16, that means x is equal to plus minus 4 square root of 16. Here you can write plus minus square root of 16, that will be equal to plus minus 4. So the value of x will be equal to either plus 4 or minus 4. Now just check it here. Here it will be, simply you can see x square is, if it is 4 square, or x square is equal to minus 4 square. It is minus 4 square. That means 16. So if it is 4 square, then it will be 16. If it is minus 4 square, it will also equal to 16. So the value of x is equal to plus 4 or minus 4. Okay. So in the question it was given that you have to find the value of x. Right? Is it visible to you? Yes. So here you write, therefore the value of x is either 4 or minus 4. Okay. These are the two values. Now again, also find the distance QR and PR. QR and PR. QR is given here, right? After getting the value of x, you can find the distance QR. Again, QR is equal to, what will be QR? Q is 0, 1, and R will be equal to now what? Square root of, in case of x, I have to put for 4 or minus 4. 4 minus 0 whole square plus 6 minus 1 whole square equal to 16 plus 25 equal to square root of, here 4 square, 16 plus 25, 151, right? So this is the value, square root of 41. Since it is distance, I have to use the positive sign only. You should not use plus minus here because this is the distance QR. Since it is the distance, so you have to take the positive value of square root of 41. I am not considering the negative value here. Okay, since it is the distance. So our answer is 41, but here it was the point only, value of x coordinate. That's why I can use 4 or minus 4. The value will be same. So QR is given. Now what is the value distance of PR? PR. PR will be equal to P. 5 minus 4. It will be equal to 5 minus 4 whole square plus minus 3 minus 6. Minus 3 minus 6 whole square equal to 5 minus 4 1 square plus 9 square equal to 1 plus 81, that is equal to square root of 82. Okay. So these are the two answers. The QR will be square root of 41 and PR will be equal to square root of 82. This is possible because we know the value of x here. Okay. You can put 4 or minus 4. I was using 4 here. Okay. If you put minus 4 also, then you will get the same answer. You have to find it out. Okay. You can check it. If I put minus 4 here, then it will be 4 square only, 16 plus 25, the value will be 41. In here also, if I put, it will be 9 square. Yes. If you put here minus 4, then what it will be? If you put minus 4 also, in place of r minus 4 6, then the value QR will be remain same as square root 41. But if I put minus 4 here, 4 x is equal to 4. Now 4 x is equal to minus 4. If I put x equal to minus 4, then here I will have 5 minus 4 square 5 minus 4 plus it will be 6 minus 1, sorry, here minus 3 minus 6, it will be same, right? 5 minus 4 whole square plus it will be PR minus 3 6, so minus 3 minus 6 minus 3 minus 6 whole square. 5 plus 4, it will be 9 square plus 9 square equal to 2 into 9 square equal to 9 root 2. You just check the answer, okay? You can check the answer. For x equal to minus 4, I will have PR as 9 root 2. Isn't it? 9 root 2. And for x equal to 4, in case of PR, I will get the value as square root of 82. You just check the answer. So this was the solution for question number 9. And for exercise 7.1, we have discussed question number 7, 8 and 9 here. I found it to be important. That's why I have discussed here. And I will discuss the previous year question also. Okay. So if you have any doubt, you can write it on the comment box. I will try to reply it, and you have to note it down. Okay. The question number 9 solution is up to here. I hope it is visible. Yes. So the value of x was 4 or minus 4, and since I have to find the distance of QR and PR, so QR is equal to square root 41 for 4 and minus 4. For both the values of x, it will give you the same value, and for PR I got two values here. You have to check the answer. Okay, thank you.